Hi, I'm Medic3D and today I will test if Prorifi motors really work. I am all about the quality of my prints. Don't get me wrong, I admire the fastest benchy prints and all that crazy supersonic speedy 3D printing, but as long as my printer is reliable, I can wait for my print to finish for a couple of hours. I have plenty of things to do in that time. For prototyping, I just changed the printing settings and print only the sections I want to test. I'm not willing on spending extra money just to make a super fast 3D printer, but yeah, I like to watch those crazy fast 3D printers on YouTube. A while ago I saw this video, and it got me. I can remove the ripples just by using those super fancy stepper motors, just like that. Take my money! Quick theory on the subject. The inconsistencies we can see on our 3D prints can be caused by many factors. One of them is VFA, or as Prorifi calls it, MRR, and the source of it can be the stepper motors themselves. More details can be found in the video mentioned before or online. I am not here to make you feel bored and talk about frequencies, harmonics, magnetic fields and so on. But the idea presented by Prorifi seems legit. If you own a 3D printer, you probably have seen the ripples or strange patterns on the surface of your 3D prints. And it is a fairly easy upgrade. Just swap the motors and you are ready to go. Even the lazy potato as I can do it in less than a month. Okay, but how much does it cost? Well, I paid $121 for the basic kit with shipping, and on top of that I had to pay extra $25 of custom duty. I live in Poland. And just to be clear, this video is not paid or sponsored. Let's be serious. I don't even have 1K subscribers on YouTube, so no one will ever sponsor me, and let's keep it this way. So don't you dare to subscribe to my channel. My kit consists of two motors for the X and Y axis and accessories which are nothing special. Bolts, zip ties, GT20 belt, those are the 3D printed parts I did myself. There are some bearings and a shaft, but the most important thing is this one. This is metal pulley for the dual belt Y-axis. From what I know, this part cannot be bought anywhere else. You could probably just 3D print one on your own, but metal one should be more durable. The idea of dual belt upgrade is to further decrease movement inconsistencies in Y-axis. All the hardware required for upgrade is included, but there are a few parts which you need to 3D print on your own. The files can be downloaded from the GitHub. You can visit the page just to check their custom Prusa slicer profiles and a test print. All the parts and bits are looking solid, the quality is high. I am pleased with what I've received. If you are into unboxing videos, I made one here. You can also buy a frame upgrade for extra $150 and even swap your extruder and Z-axis motors. However, I have no idea why you would want to upgrade Z-axis or extruder motors. But the frame upgrade price seems to be fair. And just to compare, the Zeribo frame upgrade is $250, so Prorifi is $100 cheaper. But the Zeribo kit contains more parts and probably of higher quality. And as with every upgrade, it is worth to put it into proper perspective. The original Prusa i3 Mark III's kit is about $835, so changing just two motors and having a slightly better print surface aesthetics cost 20% of the new printer. And ordinary people probably won't see the difference. But I am a 3D printing freak, so I ordered the kit on 27th of December 2021 and received my package on March the 10th of 2022. Yes, it was a long time, but no, I am not disappointed. In fact, I am fine with the whole process. The parts are made in China, there was a COVID outbreak, there was a Chinese New Year, and there was a change. Prorifi decided to upgrade the pulleys in the dual belt kit to a metal version for all the early supporters for free. At first it was supposed to be made of plastic or something like that. All in all, the wait time was long, but the communication was okay and I was updated with all the issues. Not a big deal. What are my expectations? The original Prusa i3 Mark III is a good printer, but it is not perfect. I can only count on resolving the VFA MRR issues. So the print lines should be more consistent and that's it. Nothing less, nothing more. With this upgrade there is no way to resolve all the imperfections and get super prints without any ripples and artifacts. The main reason is that the dual gear extruder is flawed by design. You can learn more about it in other videos from Mihai Designs or Vector3D. There are also other factors like filament quality and slicer settings which contribute to the final results. Oh, and a bonus point, the Prorifi motors are supposedly quieter than the original ones. I will try to check that also. So let me introduce to my testing setup. I will be using my original Prusa i3 Mark III's printer. It stays on the floor on 4 hard foam spacers. There's only one upgrade in this printer, which is the dual cooling fan. The Prusa 3D printed parts are upgraded to R6 version, in the extruder also. I will print 4 models. 3 of them I created in Fusion 360 and those are supposed to mimic one seen in the Prorifi video, and the 4th test piece is taken from the GitHub. I will be using 4 different brands of PLA, and for slicing I am using default Prusa Slicer 0.2 quality profile with vase mode enabled. First I will print with stock motors, then with Prorifi motors, next with dual belt upgrade, and finally using Prorifi custom profile. Let's 3D print something.
A few moments later.
Okay, there are results from the stock printer. The prints are solid looking, but the ripples are visible. I have removed the printer from my enclosure and now I am ready to upgrade the motors to the Prorifi one. But first, let's check what's the current noise level. I think that this is a good setup to check how loud the printer is before the upgrade. So when I'm not talking, the loudness level is about 33-34 decibels. Let's run Auto Home. Okay, so I think that the sound test is done for now. It's time to upgrade the motors. If you ordered the kit from Prusa and assembled it on your own, you should be capable of doing it without any help. But there is a guide provided by Prorifi to make your life easier. You can also check your original manual because the parts are exactly the same. As you can probably already tell, I am doing it my way. That means going with the flow, making mistakes and wasting time. Okay. So take this one out. This is the X-axis motor. So this is how it looks. This is the Prorifi X-axis stepper motor. It looks exactly the same as the original one because they are both NEMA motors. So from the outside they are almost the same. The cable length is also the same. Okay. Y-axis motor is removed. Okay. Here. The belt is pretty loose. Zip ties. Tighten the belt a little bit. Now it's time to align the belt. To this side. Okay, so I made a mistake. I've put the gear the other way around. Left. Belt is not touching. There is a click. The doors. And secure the doors. Tighten the belt. Turn the printer on. And it looks that it works. I think that I can hear the difference, but for now I will just like to make the test the same as a while back ago to check if it's quieter or not. Go. Now, when both motors are switched and everything is aligned, belts are under proper tension, I will just print the test parts again using the same G-code files. Because I am lazy, I did not even run the Prusa basic calibration procedure. But everything works and those are the results. I am surprised, but in a good way. There is a difference visible after just changing the motors. The ripples are less visible and lines are more consistent. I guess that Prorifi really knows how to produce better stepper motors for 3D printing. In case it cannot be seen on video, I will take some photos so you can judge yourself. There is also one issue I would like to talk about: longevity and warranty. I am printing with those motors for 2 weeks now and they are working just fine. However, I do not know if they will work after a year or two of 3D printing. I assume that there shouldn't be any problems. The stepper motors are usually quite durable, but be aware that no one was able to test those motors for longer than a few months. And the warranty? I have no idea if there is one. Because this video is already too long, in the next part I will conduct 2 remaining tests, printing the parts with dual build upgrade and the final one printing the same parts but sliced with Prorifi profile. Let me know if there is something more you would like me to check. In the meantime, you can watch my other videos and share this one with your friends, because the more people saw this movie, the more comments and test ideas we will have. Happy printing!